Hey awesome people, welcome to my new series I'm calling Quick Builds. These will be tutorials of some fun things that I've either designed or come across or that I've learnt playing Lego Fortnite. So in this episode I want to show you guys the replacement foundations that I created for my Mos Eisley village. So to start off, I'm going to show you guys how to take these out and replace them. But also I'm going to show you guys how to take the flat ones out that are close to the ground and replace those so that you can have options, and whichever way you want to place your builds, you can know that this is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
So with that, let's get started and break these foundations out. And now you guys will see that this whole build is standing on one big foundation block. And that gives us lots of space around the bottom here that we can put new flooring in, and that flooring is going to be the base that we use to create our new foundation. So we're going to scroll down here to the Mos Eisley wide floor, the 16 by 16 by 1 version. And let's see if I can snap it to this. It doesn't look like I'm going to. Okay, so just make sure that it's underneath here, and then we can go from there. Okay, there we go. As you can see, the whole build is covered at the bottom, and all the way around we have some leeway. You can place some stuff on there if you need to, but all the builds are covered. But the sun is setting, so let's quickly wait for daylight and then we can go from there. Okay, and we're back. Now that we have our base that we can work off, now we need to put the bottom in. That's going to make this look like a proper foundation. And to do that, we're going to go down here to our wall section, and we're going to scroll down and look for the rounded pillar. Where is this? Oh, there we go. Mos Eisley corner pillar thingy, this round one. Now, sometimes you're going to have to kind of crouch down like this, but when you do this, it's difficult to see where you're lined up to. So what I normally do is I just push it all the way away from the build, because I can't tell whether that's lined up or not. So I'm going to push it away from the build, and then I'm going to take another one and snap to this one and line that one up properly. So let's just find this in our favorites, and there we go. It's lined up almost perfectly. There you see those two corners lined up perfectly with one another. Then we can break this one out, and now we have our starting point, and we can go back to walls, and we can probably try and find the biggest wall we can, just to use as few pieces as possible so that we can fight off the high complexity. And there we go, the Mos Eisley wall 05, 16 by 12 by 2, and we can just snap it down there and just make sure those nubs for the ceilings are underneath, and then we can get started. And there we go. This is already looking very good. I really like this design that I came up with, and I hope you guys like it as well. It's nice and clean, but we're not finished yet. To finish off this new foundation that we're creating, we need to get the domed fence corner. I'm going to stick this obviously in the corner, and then we're going to go to the other domed fence pieces, and we're going to slot those in to finish things off. There we go. Everything looks nice and neat now, but it's just a block. It doesn't have any movement. It's not very dynamic. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take some of these out so that we can put a set of stairs in here that can lead to one of these entrances. And I'm just going to show you how to do one of these, and then you can decide, depending on your design, where you want to put things and how you want to do it. You can decide where you want to put stairs, how many sets of stairs and all that. So we're going to go down, we're going to get a piece of flooring, just put it here on the edge. It just makes it easier to line up the stairs with the middle of the door. So there we go, we lined it up, nice. And now we can go back to those Mos Eisley stairs. We need the longer one. I'm going to scoot it over just a few notches, put a second set in there, and there we go. Oh wait, oops, nah, this thin floor doesn't cover the whole space, so let's break it out quickly, and then we'll get one of the other ones, the longer one, in there. think it's this one. Yes, that's the one. We'll get that slotted in there. And now we just need to finish things off. So we're going to grab these Mos Eisley fence pieces. We'll just stick 2 of these in here. And 2 on this side. And it just tidies things up, makes it look nice. And then we're going to grab another domed fence and stick it in there. And there we go. That, for all intents and purposes, is how I created the foundation for my Mos Eisley village. But now let's quickly get to these ones that are like all the way down to the ground. And I can show you how you can do this. It's a little bit different. So first thing you want to do is you want to snap some flooring to the foundation. There we go. And we'll just put one of these on the other side as well. I'm just going to show you guys one corner here, not the whole thing. And then what you want to do is you want to take these rounded corners and stick them on top of the build there. So just the little tip sticking on there, and then you can take this one, nudge it underneath, snap it underneath, bring it one out and one over, and there we go. Now it's aligned perfectly to the edge there, but you'll see that it's aligned perfectly. It's not underneath like on the other build. So what we're going to have to do is we can't use this wall that has the nubs for the ceiling pieces to go on, because as you can see it's in the way, and you'll have to nudge it out like that. And while you can do that, it can become a nuisance and it's just too difficult. So instead, what I suggest you should do is go back to the walls, and you can either use interior walls to get a plain clean look, or you can use these ones, the 8x2x12, and these ones don't have the ceiling nubs on them, so you can use those and snap them into your corners and go all the way around. That way you don't have to worry about the nubs, and you don't have to struggle with getting that sorted out. So as you can see, here's the interior wall, which is fine, but I like the exterior one that has that brown line on it. I just think it looks a little bit more cleaner, and I think it rounds it off a bit nicer. So for this specifically, I would rather keep it with this exterior one that doesn't have the nubs. So we're just gonna get that one from our favorites again, and then we can snap it onto the end here. There we go. And we'll put 2 on this side. Like I said, I'm just going to do the corner to show you guys kind of what it looks like. So this thing will just snap. There we go. Yeah, and then you can do that all the way around. Just give yourself some space so that you can have enough room to clear those sticking out parts, those ramparts on the walls of the base. So then we'll go back to our domed fence pieces, and we'll go grab the corner. Where's the corner? There we go. There's the corner. Stick the corner on there. That's our starting point. Once that's in there, then we can just grab the domed fence 06, stick those in there. And again, depending on your design, the spacing and all that, you can go nuts with that and send it all the way around. And you can add stairs. You can add those pieces in front of the door. Instead of stairs, you can just stick those at the end and keep an opening in the domed fence so that it's nice and clean and it looks like a little walkway. So yeah, there we go, guys. That is how I created my Mos Eisley foundation pieces. You can also use the same technique for other builds. The sky is the limit, and you can just use your creativity to find
This is the way.
your own way of doing things like I have. These villages are funny. So, as always, remember,
May the force be with you. May the force be with you.
and until next time, take care, God bless, and goodbye.